Hi guys, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for stopping by. So today I'm going to share with you my 100% honest review on the brand new Natasha Denona Hy-Glam foundation. You guys know how much I love their concealer, so I was super excited when this was first announced, and then I kind of started getting mixed reviews from this foundation, and I was almost going to skip it, but then I got a couple of requests from you all to review it, and here I am. This is not a first impression at all. I have been testing it out for the past 1 week at this point, so I am fully ready to share with you my final thoughts. So before I begin the review, here is my preference when it comes to a foundation, and I personally prefer a medium to buildable coverage foundation. I should be able to build it up if I want to have that full coverage look, or else it should at least give me a medium coverage. B, it should at least last up to 8 hours on me, and I have dry skin, super duper dry skin right now. It's fall, my skin is like extra dry. I have dry patches around my mouth, and the foundation should not emphasize those dry patches. It should not cling onto the dry patches. So those were all my preferences and expectations from a foundation. Now let's just get into the nitty-gritty, like the information, claims, and everything. It will mean a world to me if you just hit the like button and if you just subscribe to my channel, because filming YouTube videos take a lot of effort, a lot of time. So please do support me, please do subscribe to my channel. Here is your bottle. The packaging is super luxurious. I like this kind of beige kind of bottle, and it's like matte rubber material, and that frosted bottle. And here is your palm. The packaging is 10 on 10. This foundation retails for $52 and it comes in a total of 52 shades, which is amazing. However, choosing a shade online was pretty confusing, especially for me. I had a hard time picking up a concealer shade, to be completely honest. If you are around my complexion, N9 is my concealer shade. It's a true match to my complexion, and if I want a brightening effect, I go with the shade YN6. What I noticed about Natasha Denona's concealer range is the neutral shades have an olive undertone, and I do not have an olive undertone. I have more like a warm yellowish peachy undertone, peachy neutral I should say. So I decided to go with the shade NP10, and I'm telling you, this shade just matches me perfectly. If you are around my complexion, definitely check out the shade NP10. And it is not too warm, it is not too yellow. I would personally call it neutral, warm neutral kind of a shade, and that is my undertone. So yeah, this shade matches me perfectly. Now let's just get into the claims and everything. This foundation claims to be a medium buildable coverage foundation, radiant blurring finish, self-setting formula, short and long-term hydration, balances excess oil, hypoallergenic, non-comedogenic, safe for sensitive skin, long-lasting up to 18 hours. So yeah, those were all the claims and everything. Now let's just get into the application process, and then I will be back to share with you my initial thoughts. We are nice and zoomed in, and I already primed my face using my Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched face base. And one more thing, this is a silicone based foundation, and the other day I used my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. This is a water based primer, and I did not really get that smooth finish, so I would suggest you to use a silicone based primer with this foundation. And I am taking two full palms, and you can see it has got a medium consistency. It's not too thick or too thin. As always, I'm going to use a brush on one side of my face, and on the other side I will be using a damp sponge, and you can see it's blending out really nicely with the help of a brush. None of the stores near me carry Natasha Denona, so I had to order it online, and I must say it's a pretty good shade match. I will share with you some daylight footage so that you can see how it's looking. And yeah, this is half of my face with the foundation, and the other half without the foundation. I applied a very thin layer, and I got a solid medium coverage, and it does not have that oily feel, So I recently shared with you a review of the Lauder foundation that has got a pretty slippery oily feel, but it does not have that oily feel. I would say it's more like a dewy finish foundation, dewy to satin. It's not solid satin or solid natural, dewy to satin I would say. And this is how it's looking so far. I have a lot of foundation left, you can see, so I'm going to use a sponge on this side. And one more thing, I feel like my sponge soaks up a lot of product, so I personally prefer the brush application for that reason. However, like the foundation really applies smoothly with the help of a sponge as well as with the help of a brush. And this is how the foundation is looking. This is the brush side and this is the sponge side. Of course, with sponge I got less coverage, and with the brush I got a solid medium coverage. And the brush side is looking more luminous because the brush did not really soak up the moisture, whereas the sponge actually soaked up the moisture and it's looking more like a satin finish. So here is how like one thin layer of foundation is looking so far. Of course, I'm going to build it up, though I am pretty much okay with this much coverage. Like, I am a solid medium to buildable coverage person, and if I'm going out or something like that, I am okay with this coverage. I love it. But I know so many of you actually prefer a full coverage, like fuller coverage foundation. So yeah, I'm just showing you how you can build it up, and it did not look cakey, it did not look patchy, like no funkiness is happening personally. And see, now it's like full coverage. Now whenever I say like full coverage, I always get a comment from some of you, oh no, it's not full coverage, what are you talking about, it's not full coverage, ये तो full coverage नहीं है. But I always say that coverage is very much subjective. Like, I have minor discoloration, minor acne spots. Like on this side I have like pretty deeper darker spots, on this side nothing. So I would say for me personally it's a medium to buildable full coverage foundation. But if you have really darker, deeper hyperpigmentation and a lot of discoloration on your face, then it might not be a medium to full coverage foundation. You might find it to be a more like light coverage foundation. This is how the foundation is looking after building it up. Again, full coverage, and it's been like 10 minutes since I applied the foundation, and now it's kind of looking a little bit satiny. And one more thing, I need to set it with some kind of powder, because otherwise I feel like it does transfer a lot. So I do not find it to be a self-setting foundation, because I have tried it without powder and it did transfer. It did not really last all day long, so I need to set it with some powder. So I do not really agree with the claim that it's a self-setting foundation. This is how the foundation is looking, and I'm going to go ahead, do the rest of my makeup, and then I will be back to share with you my initial. I'm back, and it's been like 1.5 hours since I first applied the foundation. I was filming some other videos like blush application, under eye concealer routine, as well as I filmed this eye makeup tutorial. It's so pretty, it's coming up pretty soon, so stay tuned. And anyway, this is how the foundation is looking so far. My cream blush, my cream bronzer applied smoothly on top of it, and it's looking really smooth. You saw how easily it was just blended, and the shade match is just perfection. You can see it's matching me perfectly. Like, the shade match is just chef's kiss, and it's looking really smooth. I was able to build it up, and now it's kind of like full coverage. And yeah, I dimmed the light a lot so that you can see what's going on over here. And yeah, take a look. This is how the foundation is looking so far, and it's 9 a.m. right now, and I will wear this makeup throughout the day, and then I will check back with you to share with you my hello, I am back, and let me just quickly touch up my lips. I freaking love these lip oils from ELF. So good. I have been wearing this foundation for almost like 10 hours at this point, and this is how everything is looking so far. I went out to my groceries and I cooked my dinner and everything, and this is how the foundation is looking so far. Let me just quickly zoom you guys in so that you can see what's going on over here. Honestly guys, like, the foundation is looking really good on me. Like, it has not settled on my forehead lines at all. My forehead is looking really smooth and blurred. It's not emphasizing any texture. It has not settled on my pores. It has not lost any coverage. It is not clinging onto the dry patches that I have here and here, and it has not settled on my smile lines, like, see. And I would say a little bit of oil is peeping through over here. So I have dry skin, but you know what, no matter how much dry your skin is, at some point your natural oils start to peep through, and that is exactly what's happening here. It's not greasy by any means, just a teeny tiny bit. And on the rest of my face, it's looking really smooth, really nice, and it has worn off from the sides of my nose because I was wearing sunglasses. And yeah, this is how the foundation is looking. So you saw how it's looking after 10 hours, and if you guys are following me on my Instagram, you must have seen my photos, my Shenandoah day out photos. By the way, if you're not following me on my Instagram, please do follow me there. And on that day, I first actually tried this foundation. I wore my foundation at around 8 a.m. in the morning, and we came back at around 10:30 p.m. and I would say after 8 p.m. mark, it started to fade, it started to separate a little bit, but for 12 hours it stayed intact. I was constantly checking it on my mirror and stuff because I was testing it out, and I was shocked to see how smooth and blurring my face was looking. And that day it was pretty cold, and Shenandoah, it was windy and everything, and I have dry skin, but that foundation, it held up really well. I was a little bit worried that it might look a little bit dry and crusty because of all the wind and stuff, but it did not budge. It did not look dry, it did not look crusty, dusty or anything. So I am super impressed with this foundation, honestly saying. I am really happy with the purchase. I agree with almost all the claims, it's blurring, it's long wearing, it balances oils, it's non-comedogenic. I have been wearing it for the past 1 week and it has not broken me out yet, so I should say it is non-comedogenic, and it's a buildable coverage, medium buildable coverage. I agree with almost all the claims except for the self-setting part, because it is not. Though I have dry skin, I still feel like it kind of stays dewy a little bit, so if I touch it, it does transfer. Okay, so you need to set it with some kind of powder. Honestly saying, I have been hearing a lot of mixed reviews on this foundation. A lot of people love it, a lot of people don't. For me personally, on my skin, I am glad that I gave it a chance. I was almost going to skip it, but I'm glad that I got it because I truly love it. Now, please keep that in mind that I have really dry skin, and this is an absolute perfection on my skin personally. But if you have oily skin, really oily, normal or combo skin, then I think you need to use a mattifying primer, mattifying powder, setting spray and all that jazz. I think this might work for you during fall and winter. I do not know about summer. So if you have oily skin and if you have tried this foundation, let me know what is your experience, because I have dry skin and I absolutely love it. Now, if I compare it with the Haus Labs Triclone foundation, I would say they both have got the similar vibe. The Haus Labs one gives me a little more coverage than this one, and on me personally, the Natasha Denona foundation wears a little bit better. The Haus Labs one is definitely a good foundation. You guys know how much I love this foundation. It wears really well, but I think it is a little more long wearing. Other than that, I think in my opinion, they both have got that similar vibe, similar look, similar everything. So yeah guys, that was my review on this brand new Natasha Denona Hy-Glam foundation. I truly love it, and I give it a solid 9 out of 10. And yeah, if you have tried this foundation, let me know your experience, and I would love to hear it from you all. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I hope this video was helpful for you. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up, and please do subscribe to my channel. And if you are not following me on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok, then please do follow me there. All the links will be given in the description box down below, so make sure to check them out. And I will see you guys pretty soon in my next video. Till then, bye and take care. Bye.